I'm Shauna Danielle and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to properly slay your lace frontal or lace closure wig without any concealer and having no leave out. I'm actually a wig maker in Brooklyn and I get a lot of questions on this topic. How do I make my lace frontal or my lace closure unit look absolutely natural? Because of course you're wearing a wig, but you don't want it to look like a wig. You want it to look natural. You want it to look like it's coming out of your scalp. So if this is something that you're interested in, if you wanted to invest in a frontal or closure unit, but you don't know how to properly slay it, you don't know how it works, or you have a wig already, but you just feel like you're doing it wrong, then this video is for you, so stay tuned. Okay, so the main thing you'll need is got2b glue gel, coconut oil, which is optional, Eco Styler gel, and of course your handy dandy toothbrush, a rat tail comb, and of course your lovely wig. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Guys, I never thought that I would be revealing my Meek Mill braids on YouTube, but here we go. It's for a purpose. Accept me for who I am, guys. It's kind of embarrassing. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of coconut oil and put it on my edges just for protection. Just a little bit. You don't really need to do this part if you don't want to. And I got this at Trader Joe's for probably like $4 or so. I don't really remember, but it was definitely under $10. And I'm just taking my toothbrush and just, brushing my edges into place. Then I'm taking my argan oil, Eco Styler gel. It doesn't matter which one you use. And I'm just doing the same thing just to keep my edges down and in place and out of the way. Again, taking my toothbrush and just brushing them all in place. So now that's done, and I'm gonna take this beautiful lace front wig that I made and I'm gonna plop that on my head. So I'm gonna hold it in the direction that places the lace right on my forehead. And I sewed an elastic band onto the wig to help lay it down flatter. So I'm just gonna grab that and put it at the back of my head and then pull the rest of the wig down. And I have combs in the back, so I kind of just push the combs underneath the elastic and then I just flip up and my wig is on. And I think even without the got2b glued, to me it already looks pretty natural. It looks pretty good. But we're still gonna use it to secure the wig and to make it look like it's coming out of your scalp. So I also use a hair clip to hold the hair back while I put the got2b glue on. So I'm pulling some hair back, enough to just lift the front of the lace off my forehead, and I'm just clipping it in the back. Then I'm just gonna take a small amount of the got2b glue because you don't want too much of it because it can lead to a buildup of residue. So I'm just placing that along my forehead, right in front of my hairline. And then I'm just gonna place the lace right on top. Some people choose to put the glue on their edges instead, but I mean, as you guys can see, I have a huge forehead, so I can afford to put it a little bit further up. And also, I don't really feel comfortable putting the got2b glue directly on my actual hair, even though they say that it's safe. I just like to be protective. So now I'm going to use my scarf and tie it around my head to hold the glue down, and I'm just going to leave it there for a little while. So I set the timer for 3 minutes. The phone is backwards, but 3 minutes. And I don't usually put a timer on, but I mean, I kind of just leave it there, but for the video, I left it for 3 minutes. And it looks kind of crazy right now, but we're gonna fix the baby hairs with our Eco Styler gel and handy dandy toothbrush. And these baby hairs are not my hair. I have no leave out at all, no concealer or anything. I'm gonna do a separate video on how to make the baby hairs on my wigs and how I pluck the hairline to make it look natural. But yeah, I'm just putting some gel on those baby hairs and just sweeping those baby hairs up however you like, you know. Some people don't really like baby hairs. Sometimes I don't even like doing baby hairs that much. It just depends on the day, I guess, and how I'm feeling. But yeah, so now I'm just playing around with it and, you know, just showing a couple different styles. One thing about wigs is that you can't be afraid to just play around with it, see what looks good, and just change around what needs to be changed. Like here I noticed some of the baby hairs were a little like out of place, or it was looking kind of weird, so I just took some out. So that goes to show that you just see what looks good and you just, you know, move it around, change it around however you need it to change. It's possible to give a recipe or tips on how to do this and that, which I plan to share with you all on my channel, but it's really up to you to play around with it and see what works for you. So yeah, just don't be afraid to get hands-on and just have fun with it, you know? What I love about frontals is that you can part it literally anywhere and do any style. Like this up-down thing is so cute to me. You can do anything with it. But yeah, so here's the finished look. The Got2b glue definitely secured the lace down onto my head and made it look natural. No concealer. Okay, so a very important piece of information that I needed to include in this, but I almost forgot, was when you're taking off your wig at the end of the day or whatever, however long you keep it on, make sure that you're using a spray bottle of water to take out the Got2b glue. Just simply spray, 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 and it will easily come off, because I see a lot of people trying to take off their wigs with nothing. Like they're just peeling it off or like pulling it off. You don't need to sacrifice your edges to make your wig look good. Like just use some water, take off the Got2b glue. It's so easy. Don't sacrifice your edges, okay? Okay guys, so hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit the like button below. If you have any questions or comments, also comment below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I have a lot planned for you guys. So much that I want to talk about. And I think in my next video, I'm going to talk about how to properly bleach the knots of your lace closure or frontal. So you might want to stay tuned for that. So yeah, subscribe to my channel and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.